with an excellent start to the NCAA tournament. The good times continue to roll. A big day ahead in our Knoxville Regional. This is the matchup that you can't miss. The number 7 seed Tennessee Lady Vols taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes as you were watching.
This has been the storyline, I think, for both you and I. Knowing we were headed to Knoxville was the opportunity for these two teams to go head-to-head.
On the 1-2, and Pickens picks up the first strikeout of the game as she's retired. The sophomore out of Menifee, California. Both of her hits yesterday, as we mentioned. Both solo shots going up, chasing, can't catch up to it. 2 Ks. Experience to this Buckeye team. And quarter cracks lifts this one into center field. Kenzie Fiedler gets it, and a 1-2-3 inning. This is her 5th straight NCAA tournament appearance. This time she's donning an Ohio State uniform. For colors as Fiedler is able to hit it into the right center gap, and Kinsley Fiedler leads it off for the Lady Vols with a stand-up double.
To home plate.
Savia Morgan back to Kennedy Kay, who throws it over to first. And doing her job well is Savia Morgan. This team awarded 9 walks yesterday to help fuel that offense, and Panel sends this one into right field and deep enough for Fiedler to tag up, and she's safe. First run on the board, RBI sac fly for Taylor Panel.
The home run leader for this team, and frankly, the leader at large for Tennessee's offense. The latter half of this season has been Taylor Panel, a redshirt sophomore. Was derailed with injury early.
A great relationship that they've developed. And Nugent, who is a strong offensive threat as well, grounds out to second base, and that ends the inning. But looking on, Reagan Milliken, who she played with last year, down the count 1-2. The pitch, and just over the head of the second baseman, Ella Dodge, and the leadoff base hit for Milliken. She had a leadoff home run yesterday. Overall, has only given up 20 home runs this year.
All year.
And great at bat there for Sammy Buick. The 1-out walk, so now 2 on here for the Buckeyes.
And early in this game, I'll be interested to see if there's some adjustments made from Ohio State if Pickens starts to go more to that off-speed.
Morgan Fry, first pitch swinging, and the double play. Pickens loving it. Great job from Panel. Regional opener since the current format switched over to Supers in 2005 as a leadoff base hit here in the bottom of the second for McKenna Gibson. And they loop pop out to second base. On the 3-1 pitch, lifts it high into left field. Underneath it is Hadley Parisian. 2 away.
Earlier this season, I had a chance to do.
And Leach sends this one into center field, and that ends the inning. So the leadoff single stranded. Tennessee still up 1.
Well, if you're wondering how Ohio State is able to put up these numbers, we asked those hard-hitting questions. Don't you worry.
Was grounded out to second base, and Skylar Lamone is retired.
All the 78 miles an hour, you've got a team that knows how to elevate this ball out of the yard. But the mind game at the plate for Ohio State is that they don't have to swing harder. You see that swing from Taylor.
A star indeed. The 1-2 pitch from Pickens, and gets Parisian again. And do you see the joy in the circle from Carlin Pickens? She's translated that to now her time at Ohio State as the base hit by Ella Dodge to lead things off. But I said, how'd you get into softball?
Feel that freedom to go for it. Speaks to the environment that Karen Weekly has really built.
And Fiedler strikes out. Kennedy Kay registers her first strikeout of the day. Freshman too.
Well, energy coming in the form of speed with Savia Morgan, 25 stolen bases on the year.
And this one into the outfield, lifted. Parisian is there. And now 2 away. Let's see if she takes all the way or gets the green light. And a 4-pitch walk. So now 2 on, 2 out. And we got Sophia Nugent, and remember, she was
that have maybe formed.
I mean, it's 8 straight balls now thrown by Kennedy Kay. So now it loads the bases back. A single already today for Gibson. Hard hit over to second base, flipped over to Farley, and gets the much needed and necessary out to end the inning.
It's 2-2 count. I mean, Burns went yard twice yesterday.
Well, it's not often that this Ohio State team is shut out in consecutive innings, but talking about Carlin Pickens, she struck out 3 of the last 4 batters. She
scored a softball, and that is the off-speed pitch of Carlin Pickens.
Right back to Pickens, the backhand of the glove, and quarter cracks. Goes back to the dugout.
It's up and out of the zone.
The 0-2 to Milliken. Indecisive there, doesn't matter. Caught looking, 6K of the day. Right, so you gotta love this get up. I mean, Lady Vols Locos are so much fun. Fans are great. Leadoff walk to Mueller. Third runner about to battle. Next, the chopper from Clark over to second. And 1 down. So now you saw Mueller get on with that. Now at the plate. First pitch swinging up the middle. The RBI single for Leach. It's 2-0 Tennessee.
Friend 4 for 4 through 4 innings with the leadoff, working their way on base. It's the combination of heads-up base running from Mueller, being able to take the extra 60 feet up the middle of this infield.
9-hole hitter, Ella Dodge over to second base. The 4-3 put out and 2 away. Senior is with the Lady Vols, the 1-1. Over to quarter cracks, the throw to first in time, and that ends the inning, but not before. The question mark for this Ohio State team is how they can figure out, crack the code into that. It unlocks a whole nother level again. And let's credit Carlin Pickens. Yes, we know that she is a heat thrower. What the strike zone is, and you kind of get settled in. That's where Ohio State thrives. And we saw that come true with Morgan Fry yesterday with that home run, and here, the first base runner allowed. And Buick, or Lamone rather, goes down swinging for the regional final. And we could see an if necessary if one is able to push. And so the leadoff again aboard for Tennessee. Savia Morgan. And how about Taylor Panel laying down the sack bunt, thrown out at first. That was a close play indeed. Find out what the call will be. But again, here, boom, touch.
Another great look.
But if so,
after review, the call in the field has been changed. The runner is safe. Tennessee's first challenge.
had their chances with runners on. They're 1 for 11. Pushing across the run. This one gets past Jazzy Burns, and each runner advances 60 feet. That's Savia Morgan at
third base.
And Sophia Nugent gets a hold of this one deep into center field, all the way back near the wall. And the RBI sac fly for Sophia Nugent. And 3 runs.
And today it's been fundamental. It's been gap-to-gap power. It's been utilizing speed. It's been utilizing sacrifice flies. Understanding situation.
Laura Mueller sharply hit, lasered up the middle. RBI single with 2 outs.
This ball's away out of the zone against Mueller. Not a bad pitch from the hand of Kay, but the plane of attack, that barrel control, Weekly mentioned to us mid-game. It's there.
Through the 5-6 hole, first pitch swinging from Emma Clark. She's aboard with a base hit, and the inning continues.
These aren't big.
This group has turned the page from that SEC tournament to now the most important season of the year in the postseason, to give themselves an opportunity to advance to a regional final. Nation-leading scoring team. They put up better than 8 runs a game. Shutout so far, but you know it takes one big swing, as handled by McKenna Gibson. Nice way to recover the 3U if you're scoring at home. Unassisted, put out.
It is running out of opportunities right now for the Buckeyes.
And that one, just a casual play from Laura Mueller, tracking that ball well, quickly off the Big Ten sportsmanship honoree. Delight to talk to, and another hot shot down the third baseline as Morgan falls down. And now runners at second and third here for the Buckeyes. To pitch, not at-bat to at-bat, but pitch to pitch. And that's what's giving Reagan Milliken an opportunity here. The 11th pitch of the at-bat. Popped up, is it in playing territory? Nugent sees it fall. The outcome of this at-bat. And it's Milliken who rises to the occasion. Ohio State is on the board, and a little snafu there with handling from the catcher Nugent, and 2 come across. So now the Buckeyes split the lead in half. Earned run from Pickens, and what a heck of an at-bat from Reagan Milliken.
That's the 16th RBI. With runners at second and third for Reagan Milliken. I mean, understanding this moment, a pivotal moment in turn, Milliken, and not a single change of speed. It was just going to be a matter of time before she squared something up.
Caitlin Farley, towering fly ball into left, and that ends the inning. But this Ohio State team
passes away at this point in season, at this stage of the game. Teams are going to take it and run with it.
Over the leaping Milliken at first, and Kinsey Fiedler with a 1-out base hit.
They lead the nation in total runs scored, lead the nation in home runs, lead the nation in RBIs.
Lines it into center field, and Kennedy Kay does her job. the bottom half of the order. You can look throughout. It just hasn't really worked out well for them, as that's the 9th straight to help Ohio State advance with a 9-6 decision to face Tennessee here today. And this one, high. The communication, maybe some mix-up there by the second, or shortstop rather, and third baseman.
This lineup over back to Parisian and Burns with 20 home runs on the year apiece.
And the strikeout, 10th of the day. Double-digit Ks for Carlin Pickens.
Like that second out of the inning.
First pitch swinging for Taylor Cruz, and that does it. The Tennessee Lady Vols advancing to their 19th regional final tomorrow afternoon with a 4-2 decision over Ohio State. Tennessee put together the offense necessary to support the star power in the circle of Carlin Pickens.